Hey everybody, my name is Matt from Mathnasium. Today we're going to be learning all about budgeting. So you may ask, what is a budget? So a budget is a plan for us to know how much money we can and can't spend. It's kind of a plan so we know how much money we have that's free, how much money we have to save for bills and stuff later. So a budget's really good so we can know how much money we can spend on groceries and clothes and video games and even a car one day. I know we're all looking forward to that. So before we begin, let's go over some key terms. Budget. We just talked about this one. It's a plan for earning and spending money. Gross wages. It's the grand total of wages earned based on hours worked. Payroll taxes. Taxes withheld to cover federal, Social Security, and other taxes. Net pay. The amount of take-home pay after taxes. Some things that your parents might have in their budget is money for rent or mortgage, their utilities, groceries for the family, clothes for the family. Now, what are some things that you guys would have in your personal budget? Please raise your hand and have your teacher call on you. That's great. So some other things that you guys might have set in your budget are money for toys, or for video games, or for clothes for shopping. Really just anything that you guys want to do with your friends, have fun, like that. All right, guys. So you just got a job at Mathnasium. Woo! So we're gonna be working 3 days a week, for 10 hours a week, for $10 an hour. So that's going to give us gross wages of $100 per week. Now, we're going to get paid bi-weekly, so that's every other week. So I just need to double that number. And we're going to be bringing home some gross wages of $200 every other week. Now, we got to figure out the taxes we got to take out. All right, so our bi-weekly wages were the $200. Now the government's going to take out 5% in taxes. So that's going to be our $10. So our net paycheck is going to be $190. So let's figure out how much we're going to make an entire year. So all we need to do is multiply all of these numbers by 26. So for our bi-weekly wages for the year, we will be getting $5,200. The taxes is going to total out to be $260. And so our net paycheck at the end of the year is going to be $4,940. So now that we know that we have $190 for spending money, our parents want us to take $50 out to put away for a college fund. Ugh. So now let's figure out how much money we have to spend after that. So again, our first paycheck is going to be that $190. So if you guys remember, our annual spending for that is going to be $4,940. So now with that college fund of $50, for the whole year, that's going to come out to be $1,300. So now our spending money, after all that, is going to be $140 per paycheck. So for the entire year, you can just subtract these two numbers. We will get $3,640. So now we have $140 to spend on anything we want. So let's spend it. We can buy a gravity maze for $30, a brand new skateboard for $70, or some new white Converse sneakers for $54. So which two items can you buy with your first paycheck? Well, the correct answer is any combination of the two items, because they'll all equate out to less than the $140 of spending money we have. So let's say we want to buy a new PlayStation bundle for $560. So let's figure out how long it's going to take us to earn all that money. Well, we know that we bring home $140 per paycheck. So if we divide that per week, we know that's going to give us 4 paychecks. So how long is that going to be? Well, remember, we get paid every 2 weeks. So we need to double this number, and that tells us we have to wait 8 total weeks to buy that PlayStation. That's a long time. Wow. But just think about that. That's for a PlayStation. Your parents have to do that all the time, every day, to pay for mortgage, to pay for groceries, to pay for family trips. Anything fun they want to do in life, they got to work for it. All right, so let's look at a bigger purchase, a first car. So our first car is going to be a little expensive. Our first car is going to be costing us $10,998. So would we be able to afford this in our first year of work? Well, let's find out. So if you guys remember, in our first year, we'll bring home $3,640. So after our first year, we're still going to owe $7,348. So no, we're not going to be able to afford this after 1 year of work. We're going to be short over $7,000. Well, let's try something else. Let's figure out how long it'll take us to earn that car. So our car is still costing us $10,998, and we're going to try to now divide it by the amount of money we make per year. So once we do all this math, it'll show us how long it'll take us. So this is per year. So this will come out to 3.02 years. So that's going to be over 3 years just working at Mathnasium to earn that car. So could we buy anything else in order to hit this time goal? No, because that's also not even a realistic goal, because that doesn't account for gas, insurance, clothes, food, anything alongside that. That's just the car. So let's try this again, but instead, let's pretend I want to pay a fixed amount of money each month to help pay for the car over the course of 4 years. Did we think we'd have some money then left over to do anything fun? Well, let's look at what our monthly payment would be. So we know that there are 12 months in a year, and if we're going to work on this for 4 years, that means we're going to have to make 48 monthly payments for the car. So we know our car is going to be worth $10,998, and we're going to divide that by our 48 payments. So that equates out to $229.12 each month to go towards the car. So would our budget cover this monthly payment? Well, let's remember, we're going to have $140 from our paychecks for spending money, and we're going to multiply that for 2 paychecks a month. So in total for the month, we are bringing home $280. So yeah, we would have enough money to cover this. We'd actually have about $50 left over to kind of spend for whatever we want. And that's how you would work out the budget to afford your car. So now that you guys know the amount of work it takes to go into buying big purchases like your car, I hope you remember all these budgeting tips when you guys get your first job. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys today and teaching you guys all about Budgeting 101. Bye!